September 17, 2016. Finals, deck profile, Blue Eyes with Infinity, featured by Steven Valenciano. Go, Steve.
Hey, okay. So I don't know. I just built the Infinity build. I think it's my favorite so far. I might try the Brilliant Fusion build in the future. Got about a month till regional, so got some time to think about that. Anyway, onto the build. Standard 3 Blue Eyes Vanilla White Dragons. Its effect counterpart, Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon. 2 Dragon Spirits of White. I think this is okay. I haven't decided if I want to run it at 1 though. I mean, if it gets in your hand, it's not that great. But like, just having extra Blue Eyes to spit out, it's nice. And MVP 3 Galaxy Soldiers. This is what I use to 1, unbrick my hands, and 2, go into Infinity. And once you go into Infinity, you can pretty much control the board from there. And as a control duelist, I really like that. 2 Veiler. I like Veiler. It stops effects from happening. Blue Eyes hate effects, and my build doesn't really run a lot of defensive back rows, so like just having the surprise Veiler, or the Veiler that was added by Sage, is awesome. 3 Sage with Eyes of Blue. It lets me go into all my tuners, especially Veiler. Veiler's my fave. 3 White Stone of Ancient, standard. White Stone of Legend. I really like this because it searches Blue Eyes, which sometimes let me go into Blue Eyes. So always good to have White Stone. And Maxi, pretty much to discourage your opponent from playing while letting you keep all your big monsters on the field. That's my monster lineup. And my spell lineup is as follows. 1 Cards of Consonance. I think I just like 1. I don't really want to run 2 because then it gets brickish, especially if you don't draw your tuners. And then I don't want to like fill my deck up full of tuners, because the ones I really need are the 4 that I showed earlier. 3 White Stone of Ancients, 1 White Stone of Legend. 2 Dragon Shrine. I think this is like contestable, like whether it should be 2 or 1. I like 2 just because I like the setup. Because I run the Galaxy Soldier Infinity build, I always want to have like a handful of light monsters ready to go. So the play I'd make with Dragon Shrine would be 1 Vanilla, 1 White Stone of Legend, and then add Blue Eyes. And then that nets me like 1 Blue Eyes White Dragon. And put stuff in the graveyard in case I have Return of the Dragon Lords. 3 Melody, standard. It makes alternative thing. I run 3 Pot of Desires. Yeah, whether that's a good... I'll put it this way. I hate breaking with this deck. And like just having the chance to draw what I need, like even a slight chance, I mean, I'll take it. Like even if it kills my deck. I mean, like for Blue Eyes, it's just a matter of timing. So just make sure you get everything you need, or leave in everything you don't need, so that Pot of Desires can like cycle through, and hopefully you get what you need afterward. 3 Return of the Dragon Lords, standard. I like to special summon Blue Eyes with this and keep playing. Soul Charge. When we had tournament on Monday, I actually drew this against an opponent twice in 2 games. Game 1. He cut my deck, so I put it on him.
Stacking.
Yeah, but Soul Charge and Blue Eyes, it's game clinching. 3 Trade-in, standard. And then, yeah, this one's up for debate. 2 Twin Twister.
Twin Twitties.
When I build decks, I do not plan to be fighting all meta. A lot of our players play like rogue decks, or stuff that's less meta and more cost effective for them. So It's more a battle of my meta deck versus their not so meta deck. But you know, it's all in fun. So I mean, it's just me adapting to a different style of play. And extra deck. Just as a disclaimer, I've only been practicing with Blue Eyes for a couple weeks, so if there's stuff that's missing, then there's probably stuff that's missing.
And if anyone at home has any thoughts, opinions, recommendations, go ahead and put them in the comments below. Don't forget to like it, and we will definitely look it over.
Yeah, I'll take positive comments, please.
I'll take the negative ones, thanks.
Okay. Anyway, that Rose Moonlight Dragon standard, but I didn't really get to go into it. I went more into this, Michael, the Arc Lightsworn. I like using its effect, banish one card, and then like have like a little tuner on the side and go into this one, Crystal Wing. Because then once you have Crystal Wing on board, you pretty much control the whole board. No complaints about that. 2 Azure Eyes. I mean, it helps. It lets you summon net 1 Blue Eyes White Dragon during your standby phase. Although I've been thinking of running it at 1, because I don't really see myself needing more than 1. But
Also works on Dragon Spirit of White.
yeah. And then 2 Blue Eye Spirit Dragons, MVP. It pretty much lets you make all the plays. I think the effects that helped me the most for this tournament were the Graveyard Negation and the Tribute Me for like everybody here.
And the fact that you can't special summon more than 1 monster at a time pretty much locks down Pendulum decks.
Yeah, that's probably why they banned Kaiser Coliseum. So that Blue Eyes, sitting on your Blue Eyes White Dragon wouldn't be a thing. The MVP here, Cyber Dragon Nova and Infinity. Pretty much once I saw Galaxy Soldier, I knew what my play was. Nova, Infinity. If I can get that off first turn, that's really good for me. Because then I can control the board with my Cyber Dragon Infinity. It also helps to have like Effect Veilers on the side, or if I have which one? This one, number 38. Then it helps to have that alongside Infinity and like lock the board down. Divine Dragon Knight Felgran. Yeah, it's not standard, but because I play a lot of rogue decks, I figured this would be more relevant to the competition I was playing. Cypher. I like this. It lets me go into Full Armor Photon and then Dark Matter. I didn't really get to use the effect where you control the monster though. I didn't really have a match where I needed that effect, but at least it was there. Right now I'm debating this versus number 46, Dragluon. I do have number 46, but like the part where I need 2 dragons is kind of off-putting. And if my opponent doesn't have a dragon, then it's a bit difficult to use. Number 38, standard. Well, standard for level 8 decks, and helpful against certain strategies like Monarchs, other Blue Eyes, Pendulums especially. I remember using this Pendulum deck on Monday. That like cinched the game for me. Prime Photon Dragon. This one I could probably like remove, but I mean I'm just scared of the 4K beaters, and I had the feeling that I'd be going up against something like Chaos Max Dragon, which turned out to be my final match, so I had this in the back just in case. Yeah, and then these 2. Full Armor and Dark Matter. Yeah, this is fun. This is also fun. I think I used this more though. It helped against my opponent who was using Monarchs, and then I could disrupt their plays by like sending all their stuff to the grave, or not the grave, the banish. Send my stuff to the grave, and then benefit from it. And that's my extra.
And going to the side deck.
Side deck. Side deck, yeah, so it's gonna look unusual, but again, it's more for my format. Denko. Like it's supposed to be my royal decree. My style of Blue Eyes doesn't really run defensive traps, so I can afford something like Denko. I thought about running 3, but I thought that there wasn't going to be a lot of decks that use back row this round, so 1 was okay. 3 of these, Ghost Reaper.
Cherries.
Yeah, cherries. I didn't really get to use this though. I was prepared for like PK Fire or Blue Eyes Mirror Match, but there just wasn't a time where I was like, I need cherries. But I mean, it's good to have, right? Dragos. A bit of a tragic backstory. We used to have the Ultra and Ultimate Rare Quackimare Drago when my brother built the Disaster Dragon deck in 2012. After that deck got completely shut down and then he quit playing Yu-Gi-Oh, he sold them.
Oh,
So I had to
heartbreaking.
I had to buy the rare ones, but you know, it gets the job done. So can't complain about that. Dante, PK Fire pretty much, and anything that can utilize a Dante. Book of Eclipse and Raigeki. These are my like monster removal cards. I think I picked this one especially for the Chaos Max. Like a walking 4K beater that cannot be targeted or destroyed is a threat to my deck. I mean, I'm either gonna have to go like -2 for Prime Photon or just hopefully draw into this, and this actually worked out. I did get to flip the Big Bad Chaos Max Dragon face down and destroyed it on my own terms. And then Raigeki, spot removal, same thing. Same thing except it destroys. They're Twin Twisters. I just like Twin Twisters for my format. 2 anti-spell fragrance. In case I got to play the Pendulum player. I didn't, so it didn't see play.
It's because you didn't get past the Chaos Max player, yeah!
And then Vanities. I mean, this would have been the 3rd anti-spell fragrance, but Vanities is more splashable to like what I'd expect people to play, as opposed to anti-spell fragrance that's exclusive to Pendulums. In fact, I think this is what made Pendulums. Pendulums made this spike in price. Yeah.
Yep.
And that's my deck.
Alright, well that's the deck of the night, folks.
Yeah, it's considered a rough draft for now. I'm pretty sure I'll have something much better when
You will
it's a
see
regional
Steven
time.
competing in the regional up in Oahu in
Saturday, October 15th.
Saturday, October
Hope to see you
15th.
there if y'all can make it.
Yep. Alright, folks, so next week is going to be our Tier 2 night, so look forward to that. Expect to see a deck profile of something that is definitely not meta, but very competitive. Until next time, don't forget to scoop in the end phase.